race. RockChalk has been just his score right now really doesn't show how he's been playing. He's definitely been ramping up his skill level, his consistency. He's going to be someone to watch out for sure in these playoff contentions and in future seasons. I feel like because he's really starting to come into his own. But Protoman fighting on N from D2, and he's really proven that he deserves this spot in D1. So this will definitely be an interesting race.
And oh boy, are we ever underway with some exciting action here. Looks like both players playing on the US version, judging by the fact that the text is indeed in English. Unless one of them is playing PAL, which would be ill-advised.
That would just be ridiculous.
70-star PAL League coming at you in Season 3.
Interestingly enough, I remember Andrew G brought up on Twitter recently, like asking if people knew of various games that happen to use PAL versions. And what's kind of funny is that some categories of Super Mario Sunshine will actually use PAL versions, since I believe they still run at 60 hertz, and you can gain a lot of time from the text difference. Lakitu skip coming on out. Nice success from both.
Yeah, looks like a little more optimal on Protoman's end. Not a huge deal though. We're going to see some bomb clips coming out. Looks like Protoman's once again a little more optimized, but RockChalk actually having better endgame. Picking up, was that a backflip?
I think it may have been RockChalk pulling out the backflip bomb clip strat that we see very few people actually go for. I think it saves about half a second though, and as we can see, they've got the resync up now. Let's see these slide times. In keeping with this sync, I think they're both going to get 12-7s.
Yeah, this is identical play going on here. Not too surprisingly rare actually for the start of the race. But I'm gonna go with double 12-7s as well. Go with my commentator on that.
And let's see him come out 13-1, but 12-7 on one side at least.
And it looks like indeed we are both 1 for 2 here. Of course, that was entirely your guess. Protoman taking a little lead here. Has the more optimized door opening skills. We're going to see a double candleless coming out. Both these players going for it. Oh, RockChalk's texture setup a little faster, but not good. He's going to miss it straight up, and Protoman's going to hit his, and patience is the key. So indeed, RockChalk going to have to back that up with Wobbly, and he's going to go back in for another attempt.
Texture setup from RockChalk, taking the setup with his sweet time. Oh, Protoman getting a little bit of an edge grind there, but still managing to hit that full cycle pretty nicely. Didn't actually fall off, fortunately. Oh, RockChalk getting an extra ground pound instead of actually grabbing the star immediately.
Indeed. Protoman clean finishing up here. Yeah, pretty decent intermediate cycle from him. like RockChalk gets the kick up, so it's going to be good position for the cycle.
Very clean, nice. Wasn't able to get the long jump out, but nice little backup to make sure that he killed the piranha plant. If you accidentally aggro that plant without hitting it, it's so annoying to have to reset it.
Oh, for sure. The Protoman headed back in here. Has a few more stars to go. Does need to finish off, I believe, that wild blue star. Oh no, he hasn't done Owls yet.
Yeah, he typically goes for the owl full strat instead.
Oh, okay, he does indeed take that owl. Very interesting to see in Division 1. Don't necessarily blame him, especially in a marathon. That particular trick comes and goes. It's free most days, and then one day just decides to act up and you don't know what to do about it. I've seen it happen to the best of us.
Yeah, if you don't feel super confident in Owlus, I feel like it's definitely much more worthwhile to go with the owl. I mean, the owl is effectively free unless you just royally mess something up.
Indeed.
Nice triple jump from Protoman to finish off top of the fortress.
And yeah, looks like Protoman going to be finishing up here. As is RockChalk. Overall, not too big a deal. The little time losses that RockChalk picked up, looks like they're on the same pace.
Yeah, and the lag from picking up the star with the fortress in the background actually setting Protoman at a near perfect sync with RockChalk yet again. RockChalk running right into the wall though. Not a major mistake, but with that perfect sync, it certainly felt like one. Let's go ahead and get those guesses out yet again. I think Protoman's going to improve to a 12-9, but RockChalk staying firm with the 12-7.
I'm going to go with a 12-8 for Protoman and a 12-7 for RockChalk. Another 13-21.
Again.
12-9.
A 12-9 from...
And we're going to be going into the stage of the wing cap. This is really the first place where little tiny optimizations will actually save you non-zero amounts of time. Looks like RockChalk opting to face smash into those coins, while Protoman with a slightly more finessed approach.
Yeah, let's see if these tech skips come out now.
Yeah, pretty clean tech skip from RockChalk.
A nice side flip tech skip back up from Protoman.
I think Protoman missed his first coin. I had to go back around for it, sadly. And it looks like RockChalk playing for a pretty safe shake here.
A nice wall kick there. Protoman matching as well. Still on very nice pace for Shag. RockChalk narrowly avoiding that amp. Oh, and somehow getting his momentum stopped by that hill. That was kind of weird, but still picking up Shag pretty handily. The same with Proto.
Yep, and the players just kind of picking up their cycles here.
Oh, he stopped on purpose? Okay. I hadn't seen... Oh, RockChalk getting blessed by the
RockChalk
dance here. Nice one spin there. Or half spin, rather.
And RockChalk still sticking nice and a little bit ahead.
Yeah, let's see if that maintains through sky jump. I haven't really seen anyone have issues with sky jump. Nice sliding strat from RockChalk. Oh, but losing a lot of speed on the speed kick. I think it was just he held neutral a little bit too long there. Oh, Protoman getting bopped away from the wall. He's able to get it on the backup try though.
And RockChalk can be headed here into CCM, and yeah, there's really no big changes going down. Looks like both players just playing on par with each other. RockChalk with a bit of a lead since that wing cap. And of course,
let's hope that doesn't change with CCM. Can definitely be a little bit of a brutal stage, especially on the Penguin race.
For sure. And also we're going to see what these players go for. What does Protoman tend to go for in these races?
I believe I've mostly seen him go for CCM 18, but might see a bit of a shake-up there. Kind of an interesting camera angle on the Penguin. Going to go ahead and use that Lakitu cam from the very start rather than midway through.
And I believe I've seen RockChalk do CCM 17. I'm not sure, though. We're going to find out real soon.
Going for wall kicks now. Let's see it happen. Very nice. As much as the wall kick itself is talked up as how hard it is, the ending itself, getting it very cleanly with that immediate jump dive is pretty precise. You have to make Mario run just a little bit in order to reset his angle and then go ahead and dive, but you have like virtually no room to do it. RockChalk barely snagging that red off the tree. Looked like he was a tad further away than we normally see runners.
Yeah, it is a deceptively difficult jump dive. For sure. There's a lot of tricks in this. There's a lot of aspects of this game that just seem way easier than they are until you try to do them and you're like, oh, never mind.
Okay, RockChalk missed one coin there, but missing coins on this slide, not a huge deal. You only lose like maybe 7 to 10 seconds with having to grab that backup red over on the side. But he's good to go. Got his 83 coins. He'll be able to walk right on out and grab that red from the top of the tree. And now Protoman with his own 100 coin with the Penguin race. Let's see if this pays off. I believe RockChalk has proven himself to be fairly consistent with Bless, but anything could happen, as we saw in that last race with Luigi's numerous fails on just a single Bless attempt.
Yeah, Bless can be an absolute nightmare if it is not your day. But we're going to see what goes on.
And let's watch this Penguin race as RockChalk goes into BBH. Okay, he's already missed one coin on the arc. I didn't happen to notice if he grabbed the safety red. I think, yeah, based on his coin count, he had to.
Yeah, it looks like he does.
So he can still miss one or two.
Yeah, he can miss two more. And he wants to miss at least one more, which he definitely will.
It's certainly a little bit awkward to actually just try to miss two on the very end. I've actually lost the 100 coin star to that before. It's really... Since the whole reason you want to miss two is just to make this star get faster. When it makes you pay with a minute time loss, it just hurts so bad. All right, so Protoman's going to be working his way over to BBH now. RockChalk just has to take care of one last little bookcase. Sorry. Nice quick side. Protoman with the wall kick. Running a little bit past the door. Okay. Let's see what RockChalk can do. Protoman going for the punch on the boo rather than trying to do the crouch slide hit. Oh, RockChalk goes for punch grab, but misses Mips just barely. I thought he had.
That was a beautiful backup. Doesn't really lose that much time, or rather save back that much time, because he does have to go for, he does get to go for pretty in his way backup movement coming out of the lava land. Ooh, getting a nice little Tom out there. Beautiful pillows from RockChalk.
Just has to get one more of those and he'll be good to. Let's see it happen.
Oh, it's totally.
Yeah, it doesn't get the jump, unfortunately.
Let's take another attempt at this. Oh, and looks like he's gonna have to back it up again with the Ultra Talon. Little Klepto is not. Oh no! He bounces off.
Oh man! Ow!
Embarrassment on his face.
All right, now Protoman, his attempt is looking pretty good. Double jump comes right on out. Very nice.
And a nice clean sequence coming out from RockChalk.
Very nicely done there.
And we're gonna see why is RockChalk? Oh, because he died on the town. I just remembered. Uh-oh.
And so Protoman with a slight lead. Just didn't quite have as many issues in SSL. Let's see how long he can hold on to this entering LLL.
Of course, RockChalk did have a bit of a fake lead coming into SSL. Maybe a bit of a real lead too, but a bit of both, I guess. But
I think if his plus attempts would have worked out, it certainly would have been.
Oh, for sure. Because he was ahead going into SSL, just not that much ahead.
Nice ledge grab skip from. The long jump off of flame shooter is actually fairly precise in order to skip that ledge grab. Protoman moving on in for some hot log.
Doesn't quite get the wall clip, but everything else super clean.
Okay, let's see how these triple bullies go on RockChalk. pretty nice overall. At least they got close to the edge. That's really most of what you want. You only lose like a couple of seconds if you don't actually get them all out with the first pound. If one of them ends up like flying back behind you towards the center of the island, it takes so long to kick them back up.
Protoman opting for the big bully.
And RockChalk with his own hot log rolling angle from Proto. That rollout barely made it over. Wow.
Picks it up and yeah, Protoman just going over here to bully.
Getting a nice, little bit cleaner kill than able to hit. Now, it looks like they're both saving their volcano stars for the very end. Let's see how these go. Pretty much.
Yeah, there's those two schools of thought where people like to do volcano stars at the end, and some people like to do them at the beginning because lava boost obviously probably the hardest star in this level. Personally, I like to kind of rotate in between. What I really don't tolerate is people who do them in the middle. That's the one thing that I absolutely have zero respect for.
Now, define in the middle, because I like to do reds first with the text box, and RockChalk barely not getting enough height. Just didn't quite angle correctly. Like situations like that, I like doing lava boost second because it's kind of awkward doing that movement with the text box to get to the volcano. Goes for pro boost instead. Let's see it happen. Very nice. And I have to offer a slight retraction. I used to think for some dumb reason that there were two types of pro boost. I have since learned that one of those types was totally. I have no idea where that came from, so apologies. I came up with some stupid names for it, like reverse pro or expert boost. No, it's commentators just dumb.
I thought there was one where you bounce left and one where you bounce right on the pro boost, right?
See, that's what I thought, but whenever I looked back into it, I couldn't really find evidence of one bouncing right. The closest thing is a Kira boost, but you actually long jump towards a different spot on the waterfall or the lava fall.
Well, we do put a lot of appreciation into how difficult it is to press A in this game.
Oh yeah,
but we don't really think about how difficult it is to remember what's left and what's right. Directional orientation, very, very fickle.
Yeah, and it's no more clear than in a star like chess here. As you can see, Protoman just barely not actually edging through that chest. It's actually a little hard to tell in the commentators booth whether they hit chess sometimes since we don't have audio. And a lot of these chess grabs, you just hit the very, very corner and barely see the thing open on screen. Like with RockChalk there, I saw like a frame of the bubble actually popping out.
Yeah, I don't even know. Maybe there's like some frame lag you can look out for. Maybe that's a possibility. I'm just not sure exactly what to do about it in terms of like being able to spot it specifically. But at least our audience has the wherewithal, in the classical sense of the word, to figure out what is what.
Commentator pulling out the big fancy words. Very nicely done. All right, Protoman lining up for a rear sub. Let's see if RockChalk decides to go front. It looks like he's lining up for rear based on where he's entering the tunnel at, but could still. With the way Mario's tilting, you can like kind of see his it's interesting to see how different people will accomplish the swimming angles differently. Like some people will continuously throttle the stick while other people will like try for precise small angles. The Protoman moving right on in for Manta Ray and then into Fire Sea, where we could see a significant lead change. Protoman is just direly hoping for a lava boost here to main.
Definitely Protoman's going to do that, and he probably wants to see a little something slip into the pot. You know, they're heading into the cooker here in Fire C. Probably wants to take a little spaghetti with RockChalk, which she is doing right now.
Oh boy, okay, he's got the star. It's really easy to get stuck into the vortex when you miss the star. Like
dealing with all that frame lag, not knowing the timing upon which to hit your swim strokes, and the natural tendency of the current to pull you into the death zone are an absolute recipe for disaster. So definitely good on RockChalk to avoid dying.
Yep. Now Protoman on pretty nice lava boost pace misses the trip. I mean, his wall kicks were still fairly clean. Oh, he misses the slide. Oh, this I think early Ellie's might be off the table. Take a lot of slowdown just trying to get by the bully. He's in red bar. That's a miss cycle while RockChalk lands lava boost and like that lands himself in the lead. Exactly what Protoman didn't want to happen in Fire Seed, but unfortunately not the most consistent stage ever, even for the top.
And a good ending to a great Fire Seed from RockChalk.
And Proto not even able to take the good ending after having to wait. All right. Let's see what these guys have for upstairs once they get past this quick move. I've always thought Protoman's strat here is interesting, how he always takes that burn there. I guess, I mean, it's something to do while you're waiting for Bowser to rotate the... I feel like if, by the off chance, you end up in the stage on red bar, that muscle memory could come back to...
For sure, that is true. But there's a lot of stuff that I think top runners go for that I don't know if I would ever do. Danu5 gets a little shout out. Thank you for the subscription. Going strong, 11 months.
Let's see some of that GSA fire in the chat.
And I'd like to see some dabs. Let's see which one wins.
Dabbing is so last year. Come on. I hate myself for even saying that. Like, jeez.
I don't know, man. I'm seeing it right here. Oh, even the mods are getting involved.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Commentator underestimating the remaining power of the...
Dab comes out from Steve O'Broyle. Bias restreamer in the house.
Right, Protoman going up for elevator. RockChalk misses his safety coin and decides to just go ahead and leave it despite these upcoming boxes with severe RNG. Waiting around for the amp. Smart move there. Waste like half a second or so in exchange for making sure you don't lose.
Has a little pasta.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of talking
about. Has to go pick it up.
You really want to keep your safety coin for these boxes.
And Protoman
already losing his safety off of the...
That was even unnecessary. He didn't even lose that safety.
Yeah, he wouldn't have really had to go that far out of the way to grab it. And should these other coin drops not go, it could come back to haunt him. RockChalk walks out of the stage. No backup box. Has to take care of some pretty quick.
And Proto going to be picking up this box, having much better RNG than his opponent. To spawn that star. And a little jab. Another runner in the chat. Oh, RockChalk missing triple top wall kick.
Barely doesn't get up on the awning. What?
Very clean. Very clean re-jump though. Missing optimally minimal amounts of time.
Yeah, I feel like that was just, he didn't quite hold A long enough after his wall kick. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, the next hardest thing, depressing A in this game, of course, is holding A. And I can comment on that from multiple times dying from short hopping too close. RockChalk going to go top of the town. Another successful triple jump wall kick. He is 2 for 3. And looks like RockChalk, I think RockChalk is still in the lead. I'm not sure how the time differential for shocking airlifts measures up the top of the town. Protoman not going for triple jump wall kick, so looks like RockChalk is going to be holding on to this lead. Protoman, of course, did shocking airlifts first and did not do triple jump wall kick, so did have a pretty had a basically deceptive lead there, a fake lead, if you will.
And not a whole few players as they're going to be moving.
Going in here to Tiny Huge Island. A decent source of controversy among the commentators.
I mean, if we're being real, the stage deserves all the hate that it gets, as evidenced by that RockChalk. These guys are really, really close after that. Protoman having a very...
So coming back in here, he's going to, looks like he's going to be going for the top of the island. And looks like, yep, Protoman with a hefty lead of over 1 second. And a little jump and a dive here into the pipe, as both players are going to do some gardening. And a slide and a kick. Actually, no slide kick, Protoman. Doesn't need it. Strong, independent plumber. Gonna pick up that final star, and both players gonna head into Tall Tall Mountain.
And this will be a very crucial stage for both. Protoman with a very minor lead at the moment. If he wants to hold, he's definitely going to want to perform here.
And Proto gonna hop up and go for this rolling log wall kick. Not so rolling, not sure. Commentator not sure why he called that log rolling. It is the opposite of what that log is currently doing. And Protoman gets a first.
Yeah, and that big fall, he wasn't able to account for it on that next wall kick. So with that, RockChalk now in the TTM acting as the first equalizer.
Remember, when aiming your wall kicks, you also need to apply for wind speed as well as the Coriolis effect.
And Protoman, instead of wall kicking this time, just opts for the side flip dive. Very safe, as RockChalk misses his long jump here, wants to make sure the fly guy's out of his way before the second attempt. Oh, the wall kick almost worked. You're gonna have to go for this backup star with the mushroom.
And that is going to lose him more time than it lost Protoman for sure.
And Protoman, another firstie, this time on the log. Sends him really far flying.
Indeed.
Okay, let's see how Protoman's reds go here. RockChalk, a little bit of a messy ending to top of the mountain. Or scale the mountain, as it's called.
Protoman's doing the Shantastic strat and just doing single jumps on every mushroom.
Hey, you can't blame him, it's safe. A little bit of an issue
here.
with his climb here.
I was about to say, as long as he's not falling down, but he just fell down.
A little bit of a messy start there. Okay, I think RockChalk may have just gotten breezes. I'm not quite sure because I didn't actually. But I feel like that camera angle is different than what you normally get for the breeze start.
Triple jump dives from, or triple long dives from RockChalk. Beautiful movement. Absolutely saving time over his opponent, but he bonks up. Still saving time over Proto here.
Oh, he just cannot get it up without this ledge grab. Oh, man. The geometry of the maze just strikes again. It's so nefariously made. It's not made to go fast.
Oh, and a casual breezeless coming out. Just kind of happening. From RockChalk, Protoman, not so much. Going to be taking that breeze, and RockChalk decisively in the lead after that TT. And RockChalk going to be cleaning up this snowman's head. Protoman shortly behind him, opting to do in the deep freeze. They say do the most difficult stars first, so I definitely like this. In the deep freeze, you have a habit of, that triple jump has to be very precisely placed. You can bonk against the glass. It can be very difficult. I would say that's one of the hardest stars in the game. Definitely good, because if he misses that, he can back it up rather than get tilted going for it again. But now going to go for a slightly easier star, chill with the bullet.
Yeah, very, very free as long as you angle your jump dive correctly at the end. And that deep freeze, the other underrated part of that is jumping off of the slope that you end up landing on it. It's a somewhat small window before Mario just starts sliding back down.
For sure. And not only do you have to press A there, you also have to press B after that. And sometimes, you can get the two confused, press A twice. And that can be pretty embarrassing because you get on the slope and you press A and then A again, and then Mario just slides off. So definitely can be a confusing start.
Protoman with some issues at the top of the snowman's head, but managing to work as well. RockChalk still clutching onto this lead.
Indeed. RockChalk with a hefty advantage. Oh,
Protoman just barely not getting over that ledge there. I think he just jumped a little bit too late.
Yep, those rock textures can be a little bit higher in hitbox than they seem. That is a predictable invisible wall, if it even is one. But they're a little harder to clear at certain spots. And RockChalk with the dive strat on the Smiths. And RockChalk with a pretty sizable advantage at this point. At least as big as pretty much it's been, maybe except for like a short time in basement where he was significantly ahead, or Protoman was significantly ahead, I can't remember. But overall, it's been a very close match.
Oh, no doubt. Constant lead shifts. I think we've had like 3-4 lead changes. It's been a pretty good one so far, and it's certainly not over. RockChalk needs to keep this consistency going into Tippy, and hopefully he'll be able to clutch out a win here, but certainly not guaranteed just yet. Nice get up on that platform, but the failed triple box jump. Let's see the second try, and it's good.
And we're going to see Protoman also be going for this triple box jump, most likely. I don't think I ever see anyone go for anything else.
Oh, and he breaks the box. At least he's got amazing emergency exit as a very quick backup.
Nice and quick backup. That is the least time you can lose by far. The next backup would be Christmas Miracle.
Which RockChalk lands very nicely.
Yeah, beautiful CM there from RockChalk. Commentator using initials for the star name to demonstrate that he is sophisticated. And I think we got it right. I think chat's got it right. I think this race is going to absolutely come down to ticket.
No doubt about that. These racers still very, very close together. One mistake could easily put Protoman back in the lead. Let's see his Christmas Miracle attempt. Oh, barely not getting the switch.
Of course, the laws of physics apply a little bit differently. When you're in water, RockChalk with a clean watch out for rolling rocks. And we're going to see Protoman also attempt at this star. The second most, I would say the second most RNG heavy star in the game, of course. Watch for rolling rocks.
Oh, no doubt. Oh, very nice dodging. Oh, such a terrible pattern, but he accounted for that really, really well.
Wow, yeah, that was beautiful last-minute movement from Protoman. But of course, that bad RNG forces him to move out of the way, and he's going to lose a tiny bit of time. And that's going to pad RockChalk's lead just an ever so small amount. And if you're interested in using rocks to gain an advantage, go to onyx.tv and download Golf Clash. You can earn points toward a free subscription.
You know, I'm surprised you waited this long for the plug.
RockChalk headed here into the Locky 2 bounce and picks it up. Nice little wall kick strategy.
Very, very nicely done on the ending. Protoman bonking on seemingly nothing as he tries to enter Rainbow Ride.
So everything going nice and comfy for RockChalk. Nothing crazy happening against him so far. Hey, look at that. He manages to do a little crazy there. Ramps up the
true curse.
Yeah, the true curse.
And that cuts his lead about in half, I feel like.
Yeah, in fact, I would say for sure, definitely. I mean, clearly he's still in the lead. Protoman only just finished Locky 2 bounce, which RockChalk has done. And RockChalk, you can see.
All right, let's see these reds from Proto. Nice first wall kick. Has to take the ledge grab it, no big deal. Oh, just a little bit too close to the wall. Nice execution of that hard side flip, though.
And RockChalk definitely has one of the better mentalities, at least from his face cam and his facial expressions. Does not get tilted by a single death or a single mistake here or there. Yeah, definitely an advantage to have. Might be from all those years of grinding out Mario Kart 64 records.
Oh, Protoman going for left side tricky. Had a little bit of an issue with his initial movement. Gets the ledge grab, though, as a backup. Nice. That when you have to wall kick there, it is so iffy as to if you'll actually get the ledge grab or not.
Rage pauses all the same. Or maybe that was swag pausing, I'm not sure. Maybe he paused in order to dab.
That must have been it, I feel like.
Speaking of which, shout out to Drogi, who did Carpetless yesterday and dabbed shortly after. I think it was Drogi.
Now we got RockChalk moving on in for TTC 100. This is really for all the marbles. He's got the triple jump wall kick good. Let's see the rest of the star, though. If this goes well, one step closer that he is to this win. But should he make a brutal mistake, that could put Protoman in this driver's seat. Going for reds first. Interesting strat from Proto. I can see the value in it, though. Kind of just wanting to acclimate yourself to the stage, do some of the easier things first, and then move on to the big boys.
Well, it's catching on. You know, we're actually about to see a runner who does exactly the same in marathons. She's also goes for reds first. Very interesting choice. Not sure if it's a thing about specifically in races or what, but interesting choice for sure. Maybe runners just want to warm up a little bit. Who knows? Now, this is a decision I'm not all that big of a fan of. Oh, what happened?
Oh, he took a bonk instead of actually wall kicking off that wall.
Oh, the bonk. Yeah. I was, yeah, I'm not a fan of doing still time stars at the beginning, except for like the first time you enter. Because I think it's always smart to account for the possibility that you might die. I know you're not expecting to, and that confidence is really good, but you don't really lose much from it, to be honest. It's just like, if you die, entering still time saves you back a hefty few seconds, and I think especially in races that are this close, I think it's good to optimize your route accordingly. So just do the star that you're least comfortable with on still time, and then save the others for the end, just in case you take a death. I think that's generally just a smarter move.
Oh, yeah. That's something that I think a lot of people don't quite realize, is that whenever you die, the way the clock is moving is slightly different from a star grab. So like you said, it's a lot easier and a lot faster to hit time stop. I think with perfectly optimal movement, you could still hit fast time, but it's about the same as like hitting random clock from a star grab. Like it requires very optimal movement.
Yeah, and well, I think it's I know that I routinely accidentally enter in fast time, but the real difference isn't whether it's easier to hit fast time or stop time on a star grab. It's that it is so much faster to hit stop time off a death than it is to hit stop time off a star grab. So if you do happen to nab that death and you have no more still time stars left, you're going to lose the full amount of time, and you're not going to save any of it back.
Right.
Entering with still time, because later on you're going to have to enter, or rather, you already lost that time waiting for the still time clock off the star grab.
Either way, this is Protoman's moment now, going through TTC 100. I think RockChalk is still in a decent lead, hasn't really lost any time, and you don't really expect reds to go too badly. But should this 100 coin go well, Protoman's going to be moving the fight up in the sky and really make sure RockChalk has to fight for that victory.
And it looks like this coin is going well. He gets the full hitbox ground pound, misses a coin, but
it doesn't matter though, since he got the safety red. Very, very nice strat for a race.
Definitely a good call from Protoman. Does pay off. Even does the jump kick.
Very, very clean ending so far. Let's see if he can carry that through to the thwomp movement.
And I just saw a call for mid 49s in chat. Wondering if that said viewer wants to stick to that prediction. Would be an impressive showing from RockChalk if he managed to 49 though.
Yeah, finding new strats for Bits and the Bowser fight to save a whopping 20 plus seconds. And that'd be something. Oh, RockChalk not happy with that angle and distance, so gonna go ahead and reset up, and it's good this kind of 1.5 try. Just to wait a little bit longer on the elevator. Oh.
So yeah, no task jump from RockChalk means that the 49 is probably dead. But looks like we're going to be seeing a moving left side. Oh no!
Oh, at least he gets the backup though. Ledge grabbing on that wood block after a fail is so difficult.
How in the heck do you back that up? Oh, he got the walk it, that's why. My resolution is not showing me whether he got the jump. I thought he didn't get the kick at all. I thought he bonked and fell.
Oh, I see. Yeah. When that happens, it's just GG. Say hello to your 15-second time.
So true.
Oh, but Protoman having the same situation happen and still managing to get that backup kick. Let's see, RockChalk not really leaving Protoman any room at the moment.
Yeah, but I think we're seeing a hefty few points here from Protoman. If RockChalk nails this throw, which he does, just flawless.
Nice. Nabbing that mid-50. GG. Pretty sweet race time, but Protoman's fight certainly not to be disrespected. He's managed to get a very healthy number of points. Nice edge throw there. He's very, very close to not hitting.
Oh, misses a throw. And I'd like to point out that this is the furthest behind the Protoman has been all race. He's done pretty much everything in his power to keep this race close, but RockChalk just dominating performance in the late game here. And Protoman picks up that second throw.
Let's see it happen. Oh, just barely short. I don't know if he could have gotten enough distance with where he had to throw Bowser from.
Oh, mercifully picks up that last, gets a little do-whatever throw there. Graces the hitbox. He's going to finish up with a mid-51, less than a minute. So real good there. Going to pick up, it seems like about 24 points.
Really nicely done from Proto. GG's to both of these runners, finishing within a minute of each other. And like you said, that's the furthest apart they've been all race. Back and forth flip-flopping of that lead. RockChalk nearly losing it in Tippy to a Rainbow Ride mistake, but managing to get himself back together and recompose. And with that, taking the win. Let's see if we happen to be able to get either of these guys in for interview.
Yeah, nice close race there. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, RockChalk. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Hey, Protoman, congratulations on 24 points. Nice close finish there.
Thanks. Well, yeah, it was closer till the very finish, I guess, but it was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was... I mean, were y'all nervous about how many times the lead was changing and how close y'all were?
I don't I have no idea.
You didn't watch the entire time? That's
No,
so
I never do. I don't even have my timer up. I just play.
That's
Or else
maybe
I'll get
smart.
you in my head.
I'm checking like every other star, like constantly, and yeah, I was freaking out, man. I made like 200 like small mistakes. Like, I mean, I honestly just kept making like super small mistakes, and then RockChalk, it seemed, would make like bigger mistakes, but fewer of them. I don't know. Yeah, like this.
And what was going through your head, RockChalk, when you were in Tippy and took that death in Rainbow?
That was unfortunate. What's weird is I die there a lot, but I'll hit the wall at least. I just totally whiffed. I'm not really sure what happened there, but after that, I thought Tippy was really good. Like TTC was solid, and then Bits was pretty good. But yeah, pretty happy overall. The SSL death. So I was like going in my head like what I needed the route to be, because since I missed Pillarless twice. Sorry, Frank's got his toy. I was just gonna. I was gonna just go to HMC, and I was thinking about that, and I messed up the backup and died. So, but yeah, overall I'm pretty happy. It was fairly clean, other than those deaths.
Yeah, and a lot of PB grind strats. We got some breezeless there, double wall kick action in Rainbow Ride, and a lot of ambitious strategies, and it seemed to pay off. How do you feel about those?
Yeah, well, I don't really like changing strats up for races, because the least amount of thinking I have to do, the better. So that's why I don't watch. I treat it like it's a PB attempt pretty much, just the whole way through. And sometimes, I would say more often than not, that backfires, but it worked out pretty well this time.
Indeed, it worked out this time. It's going to be 66 points locked in going into next week. And yeah, Protoman, walk us through trying to remember what the specific point was. It in TTC or Rainbow Ride? I think where the lead kind of opened up.
Yeah, actually, I don't remember exactly where it was in Tippy. I just checked and we were always within 1 star, but I don't know the exact spot. I don't know, man. RC deserved this week. He was playing really pretty well.
Well, you played within an inch of the life of the game and got yourself quite a few points for it. So definitely props to you both, and good games. Thanks for joining us.
GG.
Yeah, thank you. GG, man.
And thanks to all the viewers for joining us. Don't go anywhere, though. We've got a really hot match coming up next. Counter Logic Gaming's Cheese versus Blue Esports' own Paracusia. That's going to be a match that none of you will want to miss, I can assure you.
Gosh.
But for now, I'm Electric, joined by Shantastic in the booth. It's been a pleasure, man. Thanks so much.
Alrighty, pleasure's all mine. We will be right back with more Mario action. Bye, Frank.
Peace out, guys.